The week dragged on with an exasperating predictability. Kai tried to convince himself that being partnered with Ren for the project wouldn't be the worst thing ever. After all, they had already gotten off to a great start, spilling coffee and exchanging witty barbs like old friends. Not that they were friends, Kai reminded himself. He could barely focus during lectures, his mind drifting back to Ren's smirk as he announced their partnership in front of the entire class. Just my luck, Kai thought, gritting his teeth as he scrolled through his phone, desperate for a distraction. But every notification somehow led him back to Ren. "Hey, genius, we need to meet up," came Ren's text, sent late the night before. Great, Kai thought. This is going to be a disaster. The following afternoon, Kai trudged into the library, the musty scent of old books filling the air. He spotted Ren sitting at a table, flipping through a thick textbook with an ease that only further irked him. "Nice of you to finally show up," Ren said without looking up, tapping his pen impatiently against the page. "Traffic," Kai lied, sliding into the seat opposite him. "You know how it is." "Sure, traffic," Ren said, looking up with an unimpressed expression. "What? Did the coffee spill make you late again?" Kai rolled his eyes. "Can we skip the snark and just get to work? We have a project to finish." Ren raised an eyebrow, but he nodded, opening his laptop. "Fine. Let's start with the outline." As they began discussing their project, Kai couldn't help but notice how their conversation flowed. The initial hostility had dulled into something almost civil. Ren's ideas were surprisingly insightful, and Kai found himself contributing more than he expected. Yet, every now and then Ren would glance up, catching Kai's eye for a brief moment, and they'd lock gazes. Each time the air between them crackled with an unspoken tension, sending Kai's heart racing. "Are you even listening?" Ren broke the silence, a teasing smile playing on his lips. Yeah. Your idea about the environmental impact is great," Kai replied, a little too quickly. He forced himself to focus, but every time Ren laughed or made a quick joke, it distracted him, or shout. The hours passed, and what started as a productive meeting soon devolved into chaos. Kai had tried to impress Ren with his research, but when he accidentally knocked over Ren's water bottle, the table erupted into a minor disaster. Books slid off, papers scattered everywhere, and Ren's laptop nearly toppled over. "Are you serious right now?" Ren exclaimed, exasperation etched on his face. "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to—" Kai began, but Ren cut him off. "Just stay over there." He gestured dramatically, causing a few nearby students to look over, curious about the commotion. Kai huffed, crossing his arms. "Yeah, great teamwork. Really effective." Ren sighed, pinching the bridge of his nose. "This is why we can't have nice things." After a moment, Kai's annoyance gave way to an unexpected chuckle. Ren looked at him, startled. "What's so funny?" Ren asked, a hint of confusion in his tone. I didn't think you'd care about having nice things," Kai said, unable to suppress a grin. Ren's lips quirked into a reluctant smile, and the atmosphere shifted. For a brief moment, the tension eased as they both burst into laughter. They spent the next hour attempting to organize their notes, their bickering fading into playful jabs and light-hearted teasing. But as the sun began to set outside, casting a golden glow through the library windows, something shifted again. Kai leaned across the table to grab a paper, his shoulder brushing against Ren's. The moment was electric, an unexpected jolt of connection that sent butterflies racing through Kai's stomach. He froze, feeling the heat radiating from Ren. Kai stammered, pulling back quickly. "Sorry." Ren's expression flickered, a mix of surprise and something else that Kai couldn't quite place. "No problem," Ren replied, his voice a touch softer than before. The moment hung in the air, thick with tension, as they both tried to act normal, shuffling papers and avoiding eye contact. Kai's heart raced as he fought to suppress the giddiness that threatened to bubble over. As they packed up to leave, Ren tossed his backpack over one shoulder. "So, same time tomorrow?" Sure," Kai said, trying to sound casual, but the way Ren's eyes twinkled made it hard to concentrate. Outside, the evening air was crisp and refreshing. As they walked side by side, Kai felt an odd sense of comfort in Ren's presence. The usual animosity seemed to have faded, replaced by an unfamiliar camaraderie. They chatted idly about their classes and upcoming assignments, a gentle banter that felt almost like a dance, each word carefully placed, each laugh genuine. "Hey, by the way," Ren said, glancing sideways at Kai, "I wanted to apologize for being a jerk earlier. I mean, I know you're not the best at, well, life in general, but I shouldn't have snapped at you." Kai blinked, caught off guard by the sincerity in Ren's voice. "I appreciate that. I've definitely been a little distracted, the project and everything." "Yeah, about that," Ren said, a playful smirk returning to his lips. "Just remember, I'm still better than you." Kai laughed, shaking his head. "In your dreams." As they reached the dorm building, the weight of the evening settled between them. Kai turned to Ren, suddenly unsure of what to say. "So, see you tomorrow?" Ren nodded, a hint of a smile still lingering on his lips. "Yeah, and try not to spill anything on me again, all right?" "Only if you wear something less prone to disaster," Kai shot back, unable to resist. "Deal," Ren replied, turning to walk inside. As Kai watched him go, a strange feeling bubbled up inside him, something he couldn't quite name, but that made his heart race. This was going to be interesting.